Welcome to this video. So in this lesson, we are going to look at joint uh, density functions. Okay, we're going to learn how to prove if two random variables x and y are independent. And then we're also going to look at how to find the expected values, okay, of the single variables. Let's say expected of x, expected of y, as well as the variance of x and the variance of y. And then we're also going to learn how to find the correlation coefficient between what? X and Y. Okay, so the question reads, the random variables X and Y have the joint density function given by 12xy, and then in brackets I have 1 minus x. Okay, so X is between 0 and Y is also between 0 and 1. Okay, so the first question is that are X and Y independent? Okay, are X and Y independent? So what you're going to do there, okay, you're going to find the marginal PDF of X and then also find the marginal PDF of Y, okay, and then get their products. So if their product is equals to the joint PDF, then we're going to conclude that X and Y are what? Independent. So what we mean is that f of X, which is the joint, should be equals to the marginal of X multiplied by the marginal of what? Y. So now how do we find these marginals? So marginal of X, okay? Marginal of X is just the integral over all Y of the joint PDF dy, okay? And then marginal of Y is the integral over all X of the joint PDF and then dx. Okay, so we need to find this function as well as this function and then get their product and then see if it's going to equal to the joint density function. If that is achieved, then we're going to conclude that our x and y are what? Independent. All right, so let's find. Okay, so let's find marginal of x. So marginal of x will be the integral over all the y. So the y is from 0 to 1. So I'll put 0 to 1. And then the density, the joint PDF, I'll put it there, dy. Okay, so since we're integrating over y, we can push whatever does not have y to the front of the integral. Okay, so I'm going to push 12x, 1 minus x, and then integral 0 to 1, y dy. Okay, why? Because this part does not depend on y. Okay, so we remove it from the integral. So this is just going to be 12x, x minus 1 minus x, I mean. Then the integral of this is y squared over 2 from 0 all the way to 1. Okay, so this will be 12x. Okay, 12x, and then 1 minus x multiplied by, okay, so here now we substitute. So whether there's y, we put 1, so it will be 1 squared over 2 minus 0 squared over 2. So this will just be half. So 12x, 1 minus x multiplied by half, I'll just get what? 6x, 1 minus x. So it means my marginal PDF of x is just going to be 6x, 1 minus x. Okay, let's find the marginal of y. So marginal of y, it will be the integral over all the x. So the x is from 0 to 1, so 0 to 1. And then I put the function, the joint PDF. Okay, so now we are integrating over the x. So whatever does not have x, we push it in front of the integral. So 12y, and then the integral of 0 to 1 of x, okay, multiplied by 1 minus x dx. So this is going to be equals to 12y, the integral from 0 to y of x, okay, and then minus x squared dx. So now I can integrate. So this will be 12y multiplied by, this one when I integrate it, it will be x squared over 2 minus x to the power 3 over 3, and then the limits 1, 0. Okay, so what am I going to get there? Okay, so it will be 12y, okay? And then I can substitute. So 1 into there to just give me 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. Then if I substitute 0, it will be 0, 0. Okay, so this is what I have there. Okay, so what is 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3? Common denominator is 6. That 2 into 6, it's 3. 3 multiplied by 1, 3 minus this one is 2. So I have 1 over 6. So this is equals to 12y, and then in the brackets I have 1 over 6. So this will give me what? It will give me 2y. So the marginal of y is equals to what? 2y. Okay, so now let's check if their product is equals to the what? To the joint. So we're going to say joint PDF, which is 12xy, 1 minus x. Is it equal to the joint, the marginal of x, which is 6, 1 minus x, multiplied by the marginal of y, which is 2y. We see that, yes, they are equal. Okay, so this is the joint, and we have gotten it as a product of the what? Of the marginals. So since this is equals to this, we're going to say yes. X and y are what? Independent. Okay, so here we can put yes. Okay, and then now let's find the expected of x, the expected of y. So that one is very simple. We just use the marginals that we found. So the expected of x will be equals to the integral. X is from 0 to 1, so 0 to 1 of x multiplied by the function. So x, 6 squared, 1 minus x, and then dx. Okay, so 0 to 1 of this one, we can just multiply it now. So it will be 6, x multiplied by 6, 6x squared, multiplied by 1, 6x squared, and then 6x squared multiplied by minus x to be minus 6x to the power 3, and then what? And then dx. Okay, so it will be, if we integrate this, it will be 6x to the power 3 over 3 minus 6x to the power 4 over 4. And then from 1 to what? From 0 to 1, I mean. Okay, so if we replace x with 1, I'll get 6 over 3 minus 6 over 4. Then if I replace with 0, I'm going to get minus 0, 0. Okay, so I just have this. So let's add this. That will be our expected value of x. So 6 over 3 minus 6 over 4. Common denominator there will just be 12. Okay, so 2 into this 12. 3 into 12, it will be 4. 4 multiplied by 6 to be 24. Okay. Yeah. And then minus 4 into 12, it is 3. 3 multiplied by 6 to be 18. So this is going to be equals to 24 minus 24 minus 18. Okay, 24 minus 18 is going to give me okay, it's going to give me 6 over 12. So this will just be 1 over what? 2. So it means the expected of x is just going to be equals to 1 over 2. Okay, let's find expected of y. So expected of y to be very simple. So expected of y will be equals to the integral from 0 to 1, because y is from 0 to y, of y multiplied by 2y dy. So this will just be integral from 0 to 1 of 2y squared dy. So this will be 2y squared over, okay, so if we integrate it, it will be 3. So it will be 2y 3 over 3, and then 1 to 0. Okay, so let's put in the values. So it will be, if I put 1 wherever there's y there, to just be 2 over 3. If I put 0, it will just be what? 0. So this will be 2 over 3. So the expected value of y is just what? 2 over 3. Okay, let's find the variances. So the variance of x, okay, recall, the variance of x is just going to be equals to the expected value of x squared minus the expected value of x and then squared. So this we already have. We just have to find this guy. So expected value of x squared is equals to the integral from 0 to 1 of x squared multiplied by the margin of x, which is 6x 1 minus x dx. So this will be the integral from 0 to 1 of 6x to the power 3 minus 6x to the power 4 dx. So this will be 6x to the power 4, if we integrate it, over 4 minus 6x to the power 5 over 5, and then 1, 0. So if I replace with 0, everything will be 0, collapse. So if I just replace with 1, I get 6 over 4 minus 6 over what? 5. So if I evaluate this, okay, if I evaluate this, what am I going to get? Okay, so the expected value of x squared will just be okay, so the common denominator here will be 20. 4 into 20, it's 5. 5 multiplied by 6, 30 minus 5 into 5, it's 4. 4 multiplied by 6, 24. So this will just be what? 6 over 20, which is um, 3 over 10. Okay, so the expected value of x squared is 3 over 10. So what does that mean for the variance? It means for the variance of x is equals to be equals to 3 over 10, which is this, and then we square this guy. So 1 over 2 squared. So it will be 3 over 10 minus 1 over what? 4. Okay. All right, so this is going to be equals to, okay, so let's erase this part and then solve that. So it will be 3 over 10 minus 1 over 4. So 44, 12 minus 10. So this will just be 2 over 40, which is the same as what? 1 over 20. So the variance of x is 1 over 20. Okay, so variance of x is simply 1 over 20. Now let's compute the variance of y. So we go by the same route. So variance of y equals to the expected of y squared minus the expected of y and then squared. So expected of y squared is equals to the integral from 0 to 1 of y squared multiplied by the margin of y dx. So this will just be, dy. So the integral from 0 to 1 of 2x to the power 3 dy. So this will just be 2y to the power 4 over 4. And then 1, 0. So this will just be what? 2 over 4, which will just be 2. Okay, so this is the expected value of y squared, the half. So variance of y is equals to the expected of this is just half minus the expected of y squared. So 2 over 3 squared. So 1 over 2 minus 4 over 9. Okay, so common denominator 18. 2 into this 9. 9 multiplied by 1, 9 minus 2. 9 into this 2. 2 multiplied by 4, it will be 8. This will just be 1 over what? 18. Okay, so we're almost done with these questions now. So the variance of y is equals to 1 over what? 18. So just remaining with the correlation, okay, of X and Y. So the correlation coefficient, which is this, is actually equals to the covariance, okay, the covariance of X, comma Y divided by the root of the variance of X multiplied by the variance of what? Y. Okay, so this covariance of X and Y is equals to the expected value of X, Y, okay, minus the expected value of X multiplied by the expected value of what? Y. Okay, so for you to find this expected value here, just find the expected value using the what? The joint. Okay, but I'm not going to find it because we have a special property that we're going to use. Okay, so if your random variables X and Y are independent, which is what we found on A, okay, if they are independent, then the covariance of X and Y will always be what? 0. Okay, so if X and Y are independent, then the covariance is equals to 0. Okay, but the reverse case is not true. If the covariance is 0, okay, and they don't tell you the distribution that they are using there, then you cannot conclude that X and Y are independent. Okay, X and Y can only be independent if the covariance is 0. If the distribution that you are using is a normal distribution. Okay, but always if X and Y are independent, then the covariance is 0. But when the covariance is 0, X and Y can only be independent if the distribution that you are using is what? Normal distribution. Okay. Otherwise, we can't deal with X and Y are what? Independent. So since here we found that X and Y were independent, then the covariance is what? 0. Okay. So it means that what we have now here is the covariance there will just be 0 divided by the root of 120 multiplied by 1. I mean 1 over 20 divided by 1 over 18, which will just be 0. Okay, so it means the correlation coefficient is 0. Okay, so meaning X and Y is just independent. All right, but what if there is a case, okay, where X and Y are not independent? What are you going to do? Okay, so remember the formula for the covariance. Said the covariance is the expected value of XY minus the expected value of X and then the expected value of what? Y. So now how do you find this? Because this and this we already have. So the expected value of XY is equals to double integral. Okay, double integral of from 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and then you put this guy here. Okay, so you multiply. So XY and then 12x 1 minus x, and then you say dx dy. Okay, so this one now, it means first of all, you evaluate the inside integral. So this part here, okay, you evaluate this integral, and then whatever is going to give you this inside function, you also integrate it, okay, now with respect to what? To y. Okay, so that's how you can move there if you end up with such a question. Okay, if you end up with such a question. So evaluate the inside integral first of all, and then the answer that you're going to get, evaluate it with respect to what? To y. Then that will be your expected value of xy. And then you put it here, you put these values there, you find the covariance, okay, so that you put it in the numerator in the formula for the what? For the correlation what? Correlation coefficient. All right, so otherwise I'm done. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.